here to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes, welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with we. And, man, we're going to jump right into it, MH. Man, it's a live show, man. We talking football. Football is back. We had to make some moves and some changes just so we could get the full dance. We got some guest appearances from people jumping on the show, getting ready to talk about football, one of our favorite times of year. MH, you ready to do this, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Call them as you see them, man. Let's get them in. Let's get them filled in here. Let's see.
What's up, Caleb King Jean, Bobby Stills,
What up?
young coach, Coach Hayes, man. It's good to see y'all. How y'all doing?
Solid.
We talking football. You ready, EJ? Let's do it.
Oh, man, let's do it, man. So I see young EP jumping on here too, man. He's ready to go. So it's going to be a lot to do with some football. And I want to start off, if you guys don't mind, you know what I mean? And I think once I say it, it's going to hit home for a couple of us, man. But shout out to Lee Corso and what the game day did for him. I don't know if y'all had a chance, you know, on the West Coast. Me and Mitch had to get up maybe a little bit earlier to see some of that tribute, man, and maybe put it on tape delay and watch a little later. But I just love what they did, and I just want to kind of shout out, man, if anybody had any like good moments, or if you rode with Corso, if you didn't like him, like what was y'all deal, and did anybody catch the game day tribute that they did for Lee Corso?
I definitely made it fun. I mean, with the mascot thing, I mean, he always, I think when he started doing that, he made you watch the show to the end because you were looking to see what head he was going to put on, even if it wasn't your team or not. So I think he did bring a lot of little entertainment for the consumer and the crowds and, the spectacle that they made it when they would go to universities and all that. So, I mean, he definitely made a big difference in how they do the game and the pre-shows.
Sure, it's like end of a generation. I think he had like the John Madden effect, not necessarily in game, but just to Bobby Still's point, just your pregame, your hype for college football. It's going to be hard to replace that, even though he had been struggling the last couple of years. But it's just legacy, and shout out to him. The only thing I didn't like is he didn't pick Florida State, knowing that he went to Florida State and Florida State did his thing. But other than that, all good.
But he was right with most of his picks except for that one, right?
No,
he picked Florida State to beat Alabama.
He was the only one to pick Florida
State. Did he? I thought he picked Alabama. Oh, my bad.
I think he hit like a lot of his picks the last day or whatever, because I think they did like a running train of how many picks. And I'm glad you brought that up, MH, too, right? Because it's people, know him as coach in the game day picks or whatever, but like he is deep in football, like from schools, from being the coach, right, to playing, right? So he did his things on a different levels.
Right. The fact that him and Deion shared an interception record for Florida State is crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yes. And Lee was playing when they really wasn't throwing the ball. So
that's true.
I mean, and he's 90 years old. So, I mean, that tells you how long the guy been around. He did 28 years coaching and then 40, broadcasting. That's a hell of a career.
For sure.
And then, so kind of in the game day theory, and I'm trying to pull the chat because I see we got some people live commenting as well. But with the game day and what's that's become, right? Like, I mean, it's a business marketing mogul, like for what they do with freaking wheels up, flying in the guests. Home Depot's like, oh, we're going to take over this, right? Like Home Depot's everywhere. And just kind of like how they're built into that game day strategy, man. They've really built that up. And then just even bringing like luring Nick Saban, like no one thought like Nick Saban would be someone that would get on that core four people, right? And then even what's the other guy's name that was recently added that has a podcast, played for the
Pat McAfee.
Thank you so much, Caleb. So and even add Pat, and his like kind of attitude or spin to the show. So it's just great to see how they've grown it. But my thing is, do you guys ever think that Cam Newton will ever get his HBCU game day? Because he's been pitching that and talking about that and want to build that up for the HBCUs. Have you guys heard that, or what do you guys think about that?
I mean, he got to deal with ESPN now. So if he can just build his brand and show he can bring in ratings, it possibly can happen because he's going to be on every HBCU trip they do for First Take. So it might just be a test. It might be testing it out like, hey, this might be there's something else to do. It might be on ESPN too, but
it's on there, all right.
It'll be there.
Better than the Ocho.
Yeah, better than Ocho.
And it's gonna be hard to compete either way, though, right?
Right. It's gonna be hard to compete with like regular game day because it's a tradition. But with league on, that tradition, a lot of that's gonna be gone. A lot of people don't like McAfee, so the door is open.
Well, we shall see. Before we get into it, because I'm kind of working before I get y'all all going. But anyone see that Kansas got $3 million for their football or was it a sports program? And I was trying to look up to see if they even won for their opening game. But like that's a big pot, and it's just funny to the schools that get that type of money and see how that turns things around. Because money doesn't always turn around everything, right? You can't just throw money on stuff. But I just wanted to see if you guys heard that, saw that, and what are your thoughts on it?
Heard it for sure. And I saw how they beat up on somebody week 0. I think they won last week too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had much to do with that money outside of, they got that quarterback back and he always plays well in August and September. So as long as he stay healthy, they might be all right, Daniel.
And then, so week 0, what do you guys think about week 0? So part of me is like, okay, football's back, excited, let's go. But then it's just weird, So UNLV locally team, here in Vegas, they had a week 0 game. They won their game. Shout out to them. But it just seems like some of the matchups, and then it just starts from week 0. There was games on, I think, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. There's football all kind of days of the week with, different kind of matchups. But how you guys feel about the week 0 matchups or just games in general?
Besides that game being played in Ireland, I think I appreciate it. It's they had a Big 12 matchup right off the gate that had some implications to it. I think that was pretty dope. Other than it being played on a soccer field, it was. I think it's pretty dope because it makes people prepare all off season for big stuff. So as long as the games are quality, like as long as it's not like Appalachian versus whoever. So it's as long as the quality games right off the gate, I think it's pretty dope. Gets the college football season off to a good start.
All right, we can't hit on Appalachian too much. They beat Michigan. They changed the game with that. But no, that's a great point, Caleb, man, especially as we got into week 1. I think we fought long and hard, or a lot of people wanted to see that, right? Because they were playing those softies or those warm-ups because, college doesn't have preseason. And this year, man, they changed that, man. That top 10 got shaken up. When is the new – does that come out today or tomorrow? Because there's some people that got their heads rattled on week 1. Any surprises for week 1, or did you guys see some of these shakeups, right? Because I think I want to start with like the Manning hype. So that was the game that they were pushing, and it didn't shake out maybe the way they wanted it to.
I think this was one of the better week 1s as far as matchups that we've seen in years. Typically it's a lot of cupcakes, and the football heads are just glad football on, and it really ain't no solid game. Maybe it may be 1 or 2 to watch, but this year it was quite a few premier games. And I think one of the major shakeups, when you mentioned the Manning, is now you're getting some of these top defensive and offensive coordinators from the NFL going to college, and now you see the effect that they're having with now. They're changing it up. They're basically putting NFL schemes and dissecting these young guys as if they were NFL quarterbacks. And we've seen that with Manning, where it's not that he can't do it, or he may be, he is good and could be as good as his uncles and all that, but you see he ain't ready for the NFL style that Patricia put on at Ohio State. That was strictly 100% Patricia having great athletes and putting them in NFL schemes and fooling them. You got safeties walking up and then they running back. It was crazy. But it was good football. That's what you want to see. You want somebody with a name that big get shook because you want to see how good they really are or if they're ready. And obviously, he ain't ready yet.
Yeah, that game was, especially with that secondary. Ohio State probably got the best secondary in the nation. It's probably not even close. Like when it comes to this pure, when you got Downs back there, who's probably the best player in college football, playing safety, it's nothing you can do. And then you got to think about Texas. Texas was coming out there with 4 new offensive linemen, 2 new wide receivers, a new running back, a new tight end. And you going to Ohio State against probably the best secondary in the nation, you're going to have some problems. And then what Matt Patricia was drawing up, he was literally doing NFL schemes. It was ridiculous. But it was good. I like defensive football, so I enjoyed it. A lot of people like offense. I'm a defensive guy. I want to see defense. So
dude, he was having Downs come to the line of scrimmage and then shoot all the way back to fool him as if he was going to blitz or he was going to stop a screen. Man, it was crazy, man. It's crazy the scheme that Patricia was putting up against Manning. Like, yeah, I'm with you, Gene. I mean, when you got good defense and good quality football, man, you got to love that part.
Yeah, I want to see how it kind of evens out as the season goes. I think, first week of the season, you don't really have your time. You don't really have preseason. So the chemistry offensively is probably going to be a little off, and then throw in what you guys mentioned with Patricia and Ohio State. I think that's another element to it. I think he'll be fine, just because I think it'll slow down for him. That's his first true road game as a college quarterback. I don't know how many defenses can kind of give you the trouble that Ohio State went. I mean, even if the coach can draw up the scheme, you got to have the players that can be able to do it, right? And so Ohio State is probably one of maybe a handful in colleges that can really execute what they want to do defensively. And Gene mentioned it. If your offensive linemen are not on on a string, playing in Ohio State under over 100,000 tuning in and a few million watching on TV, I'm sure it could be a little bit of chaos. So he actually did better than I thought he did. He made a real nice throw down the stretch. I think it was to a tight end over some coverage, and then kind of got a little hurry and threw the ball behind somebody else dragging across, which would have been a nice play. But they were still right in the game, and he was making some plays towards the end. It just took him a little while to get in rhythm. So I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I was like, everybody's like panicking. Oh, like the world's going to end. What happens to this generational talent? It's like, dude, you go into Ohio State starting 9 new starters on offense and going against a secondary and a defense like that and watch what happened against a NFL defensive coordinator.
100%.
It's gonna be some problems.
And his offensive line actually did good. It was just some missed throws.
Yeah, he was off.
And we don't know if some of the routes were off. But other than that, he was well protected.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was getting his head rocked back there. It was just some he was underthrowing. And then a couple of them, is like, okay, is that the receiver's fault or his fault? So they were all fixable things.
Right.
So, yeah, he's going to be all right. He's going to actually light some teams up because of that.
Yeah, that's a good learning lesson here. He needed that. You need those games.
We did need that.
So
Cowboy next year.
So 3 beat. What was it? Were they 4? What was Ohio State? 3 or 4? 4.
Ohio State was 3.
Yeah, 3.
They went to
And so should they go to 1 and jump over Penn State because Penn State didn't lose?
They probably should. They beat a ranked team, so they probably should go to 1. I mean, because you think about it, it still was a 14-7 game.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Early in the season.
Yeah.
So,
The projections have LSU taking the number 1 spot.
They look
How
good.
does LSU jump up that far?
well, they were at 8, I believe. Yeah, LSU was at 8. They played 6 or 4.
6.
Or they played 6, Clemson? Yeah.
Hold on.
Good road win over a top 10 team. I think that might do it for you. And they look pretty good doing it.
And they look, it was crazy. The score was close, but they look more dominant than what the score showed.
They look really good. Them in Florida State.
Yeah.
So with this early showing, right? It's a long season, but who do you have? Like, who are some of your front runners?
I mean, I like what I saw out of Florida State. Like, Florida State looked good. LSU looked good. Until Penn State and them play the real teams. Like,
And that's a knock on Penn State always, right?
Yeah. It's like
they're always going to do until the ranked teams are down in the clutch.
I was like, I want to actually see you play against somebody first. Like, not week 0 and you playing FCS schools and like in the lower tier schools. Like, yeah, I want to see you actually go against some people.
I think it's going to be an overreaction with Florida State because I think Alabama was overrated. I don't
Right, Alabama might not be good.
Yeah,
I think they're going to overreact and put Florida State, bump them all the way up the charts. Like, not to say they're not a good team, but I don't think Alabama was that good in coming into the thing. So it's going to be an overreaction. I'm sure Florida State wasn't even ranked. So I'm sure they're going to be probably at least in the top 15 after that win.
The prediction has them being ranked 5.
I think Alabama is going to be a very disappointing team because, Nick Saban was that big to him.
What's crazy about it, that was the most undisciplined Alabama team I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Jumping off sides, not in position. And then what's crazy about it, I told somebody at the beginning, I was like, I don't know about this Alabama game because their starting running back, who is the key to that offense, is not playing. And it showed. They look terrible on offense.
I do like Miles, the offensive coordinator for Florida State, Gus Malzahn, and the man that just transferred from Boston College. Like, that's a good combination. That dude can run, and Gus has a quarterback that's not 300 pounds like he had in Jefferson the last couple of years at Central Florida. I think he can make some things happen. Shoot, Cam had the best year ever with him, so college year ever. So we'll see. I like the I think Texas is really good too. Jeremiah Smith is probably could be a top 10 receiver, a top 10 draftable receiver. I shouldn't say top 10 in the NFL, but he's really good, and he didn't really do much. So I think they're pretty good too.
We got a live Gator bait on the line. What do we think about those Gators? Didn't they play?
Listen, they play like a smaller school, but listen, if they have the talent. This is one thing they have the talent. They have the quarterback. They have everything they need. It's just, and towards the end of the season last year, they were actually coming along. So hopefully Napier finally got that program on the right track because it's Florida, man. To me, Florida, Miami, and Florida State should never be bad.
I agree.
With all that talent in Florida, you should never be bad. Never be bad.
I agree.
And
South Carolina too. Shout out to them. They looked all right too.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah.
They played Long Island University.
You said who they play?
They played Long Island University.
Wait, who did?
The Gators.
Oh.
That's a little tough, though. All right, we'll still give it to a win's a win. Hey, in the long seasons, a win is a win, so we'll give it to them. All right, so let's just jump into it. We need to do our kind of annual Buffs predictions. So I hope y'all did your homework and you looked at the schedule. If not, we got the schedule pulled up. So we'll get into that. But anybody have any early predictions? What's up, Jazzy? Thanks for making it on for us. Welcome to the dais.
What's up,
Josh,
y'all? Happy Labor Day.
All that good stuff. What's up? Josh, I'm gonna pull you out, man. What do you got, man? What you think about the bus, man? Colorado tried and true, man. What do you think their record is? Give us how many wins do you think they'll have this season? They took an early loss. We all got to watch them. What night did they play? Was that Friday night? Friday night?
Friday, I think, yeah.
And that should have been a win. We could get into that, but yeah, let's get the predictions. Let's talk about it, man. What we got? Above 500 this year. They go into a bowl game again this year. No Shedeur. What we got? What are the thoughts?
Yeah, I think, what was the record last year?
Yeah, 9 wins.
Yeah.
Was it 8 or 9?
9. They had 9 wins.
I think they'll be somewhere around there, maybe 8 wins. They didn't look bad. They didn't look like overly great. Probably an average football team. They'll beat some teams. They'll probably have a surprise win, and they'll probably lose to someone they shouldn't lose to. And I think that's probably going to be their year, if I had to guess. It's nice of you there, Caleb.
Yeah, come on, Caleb. What you got, man? You repping. What you got on your team, man?
The line said, I think it said 5.5, which is slightly disrespectful. So I think they'll definitely be around 8 to 9 wins. Caden Salter is really good. I think he was trying to more so
do too much.
Not do too much, but kind of fit into a mold that Shedeur has already built because he's an amazing runner. Rushed over 1,200 yards at Liberty last year. So like for him to have all those weapons on the outside, and they have a very athletic team. I think they'll be good once he falls into the mold. And then if he does it, and you got Juju Lewis, so hey.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I think the 8 and 9 wins should be what they are, because if any year, this is their soft schedule year. They're not playing any of the big gunners in the conference this year. So they have to win at least 9 games, or that's a problem. I mean, you're not even playing none of the teams that we would consider a problem, or, you know, that they couldn't handle with or on the same level. So with that schedule they have, there should be no reason with the athletes they have. They actually are a better team than last year. They don't have better players. They got a better team. And there's no reason they shouldn't run off at least 8 to 9 games and definitely get in a bowl game.
Whoa, so there's some consistency in here, man. I'm hearing 8 to 9, 8 to 9. Is there anyone stand up, speak it with your chest, think that there's going to be less than 8 to 9 games won?
I'm with everybody else. I think it's like 7 to 8 wins.
I'm gonna say 7.
If you look at the schedule, the schedule looks 7 to 8 wins, and the schedule says 7 to 8 wins. Only reason is I can't judge them off their first game because it was all new players playing. Yeah, they're talented. They have a lot of them, but it was all new guys, all new receiving core, new quarterback. Defense is gonna be better this year, I think. Overall, I'm saying 7 to 8. Just looking at their schedule.
All right. Only a couple of ranked schools in here. So Kansas State is currently ranked. So will they still be ranked by November 29th? Will they play? Arizona State is currently ranked 11. Will they still be ranked in November? West Virginia, Arizona, Utah, Iowa State.
Utah.
Utah getting probably a loss.
They beat the sleeves off UCLA.
No, did you see West Virginia?
God.
West Virginia got Rick Rod back, and they look apart too. So I don't know if they're walking there, and I don't know about
these
that.
games getting real hard now.
That's what I'm like. 7 is.
Everybody was like, "Oh, 8 to 9," and we had some.
I never thought 8. I think 7 is.
Says 6 to 7, and you're like 7. But I start saying these names, everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know."
Well, that's just right now how those teams look right now. By the time they get to them, they might not be. I'm just saying they had good outings. West Virginia look way better than normal.
Yeah,
as of late with Rick Rod back. I mean,
I think Utah had that off year last year, but Utah is usually a good program.
I agree.
So,
I like CU 9 to 9. I thought they looked good against Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech is not like scrubs, and I don't think you're not gonna play a bunch of Tim Tebow's. That's a different thing where you just
every time. How do we get to
no for real? Like you're not gonna have a quarterback run the ball 26 times and not care about getting hit all game. Like I just don't see that.
He's gonna come across better quarterbacks, and
I think they'll be fine against quarterbacks that do quarterback stuff. But if you're just saying let's just play messy and run the ball and quarterback sneaks and all that kind of stuff for 20 plus times, I don't think that's going to match up well. And they did play better against a game like this than they would have last year. Last year they played Kansas. They did the same type of thing. They got ran off. Nebraska kind of did the same. They didn't get ran off playing like a physical kind of ugly style of game. They were in the game.
Right.
I think they'll be fine. When the game pretties up to what they want to do, they'll be fine.
My only hesitation is just the total yards they gave. That 460 is alarming on paper, but like I agree with Gene. They're a better team than they were last year. Like so, I think they're really good. I think that 9 wins is reasonable.
And I mean, they got some coaching. They've added to the coaching staff, even though there's some commentators that said that situationally there were some things that were done right. I think they were kind of hating on that. Jazzy, you got something on that?
I was actually about to allude to that. I think that was a game that they probably last, even though it's being said that they have a better team this year. I think that if this was the roster assembled last year in this particular game, they would have won this game. I think the way that last minute was managed really made the difference as to whether they would have won that game. I think that that management and that last minute kind of, I think that could have been a different result if it was managed better. But that's just my opinion.
Well, that's what a lot of people are kind of quoting on and hitting on. And I mean, I got a lot going on, man. He's got 2 sons trying to make the NFL, can't
Yeah,
make the
man.
NFL. Man, just beat cancer. You know, he's rocking a diaper on the sideline. Like, he got a lot going on. So, man.
He does have a lot going on, but I think that's, you know, I think that there's a lot to be, I guess, maybe to watch for in terms of like how heavily he relies on his coaching staff, or how heavily he should be able to rely on his coaching staff.
And I think that's his downfall right now, is because it's obvious that it's more of his staff doing the coaching than him. He's not around, like you said, he got all that stuff going on, and I don't think he's been around those guys enough, and he's trying to be the head coach when he's really not been around to be the head coach, and he's trying to get in his groove as the season go. I think that's going to be Deion's downfall. I think that's something that's probably going to get him out the game because of the health stuff. Not more or less his sons are gone, but I think with some of the health stuff, it seemed like every year is something worse. And it hasn't seemed like it's gotten better for him. And I think that's probably going to get him out the game, and it's going to hurt him coaching.
So very distracting is what you're saying.
Yeah,
For the most part,
I mean,
all of
it's
that
too
stuff,
much.
yeah.
Sometimes you just got to bow down that that's too much. And his health at the end of the day is more important than proving a point that he can coach football.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So let's any other college topics, man, before we start jumping up to the NFL? Anything else from college that we want to talk about?
I'm assuming y'all led, because I know I'm late to the party, but I'm assuming y'all led with Arch Manning's debut. Did y'all lead with that?
Yeah, we talked about that. So if you want to impart any of that wisdom, and I think we talked about too, just where that's going to go as far as the shakeup, how far they drop. You know, they came out ranked, you know, number 1 in the polls, and so yeah. If there's any color you'd like to add to that, please share.
I'm probably gonna be, you know, redundant if I do. I will just say that I'm glad that this was the first game of the season, and I'm glad that, you know, all of these you know, these prognostications that were made about Arch Manning, and, you know, all of this,
big
you know,
words.
the pre
That's the key word.
yeah, this it's the print reporter coming out of me, but you know, just the hype around the the preseason Heisman favorite. I'm just glad that has been, you know, now these Heisman voters can reasonably assess Arch as opposed to like, oh, because basically because of his lineage and because of, you know, all these other things, and, you know, the snaps that he played last year. Now they can reasonably assess Arch, as opposed to just really leaning on bias by
So that's
making him the favorite.
That's a great point. And that's kind of like maybe, right, just because we talked about a little bit of the pressure of having that name. So he's done the first one, and now I think it's a wait and see. But my question now, and I think before we do transition, and I know it's too early, right? I'm not saying like clear cut, but is there any Heisman hopefuls that you guys see that you guys want to kind of bring up? Anybody?
Ooh,
I mean, it's week 1.
It
So,
is.
It's like, no.
It
I
is.
understand that it's week 1, but we still, everybody, like, I mean, they put Manning up there. So, like,
we're
is there
basing
anybody
it off
we're
of week
looking,
1,
right?
Like,
Yeah.
based off of what we've seen in week 1, who is looking? First of all, Lenore Sellers for me. I think he definitely, you know, made a case for why he's being highly considered. And I didn't really get a chance to watch much of the Syracuse Tennessee game. I would, but I'll just put it this way. Obviously, I would like to see Tennessee up against a more worthy contender, but Aguilar, maybe, I don't know, you know, maybe see how he matches up with a more potent defense. And so I will just say maybe him, maybe Carson Beck. You know, this is just going off the games that I did get to peek in on Saturday.
I mean, you got like Nuss probably gonna be in there.
Oh yes, I don't know how. Yes, Nussmeier.
It's still. It was crazy, but it's still wide open. Like, Manning lost his first game, but he can come back and run off the rest of the season.
He definitely can. I think that's probably his first, but probably his hardest test.
Yeah. to me, certain things college needs to get rid of. Rankings before week 8. Just no rankings. We should have zero rankings till after week 8. None of this.
They wouldn't know what to do if they didn't have those. They wouldn't know what to say.
No pre-award stuff like all these people you're on the Beretna call list and all. No, none of that. Let's talk about that week 8. Then you get put on the list. Like it's too much of. That's how a lot of people win these awards because they be on them from the very beginning and they just getting hype around it. No list, just no. We don't need all that. Week 8, that's when we or you can say week 4 or week 5. You can move it down. That's when the rankings start. Like, but week 1, the rankings shouldn't be there. Alabama did not look like a top 5 team.
No.
At all.
At all.
All right. So anybody else? MH, man, you got anybody other than those names? Are you second any of the names that were mentioned? Caleb? Anybody? Nephew?
No, I think everybody. I think all the names I mentioned, I'm all with that. I'm with you, Gene, on that, man. Not all the time we see eye to eye, but I'm totally with you on the rankings and the preseason hype for sure. Shout out to Northern Colorado. Them boys don't win often, but the alma mater got a W. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
To the Golden Bears, man.
Just Bears. You can take the gold
just
part
Bears.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows you don't rep them enough that I don't even know. I should know that. That's my bad. I'll take
fair. We only win once a year, so we got ours in early.
And also shout out to the HBCUs that's been playing, man. Everybody need to go watch Andrew Bodie from Alabama State.
And speaking of HBCUs, Norfolk took a primetime loss, man. Vic in his first coaching lost to the Towson Tigers. You know what I mean? So well, hopefully he turns that around because they got that matchup. Him and Deshaun, right? Both lost on their home opening game. So hopefully when they can build some momentum up before that matchup comes up. So we'll see.
It's gonna be huge.
But it's good that they're getting on TV, man. So hey, maybe Cam and this momentum and all of this stuff, all this stuff may happen. All right. So, go ahead.
No, even in week 0, they had Southern and NCCU playing in primetime on ABC. So you got to take advantage of it. Like once you get those signs and those times to shine, the HBCUs just got to be ready, man. Just like, hey, this your time to promote your program and what you have. So take advantage of it.
Right.
Shout out to the HBCU Classic. There, a little free plug for them. October 25th here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Grambling versus Jackson State. Yes. So if y'all coming down, come on down. We'd love to have you. All right. So no, that was a great transition. Thank you for that, Jazzy, for the Heisman. So love that drop though, Gene. Like, but what will they do though? That's the whole thing. Like, what will they do for the first few weeks if they don't have these awards and these things to talk about?
What would they talk about?
What would they talk about? Right. So you got to give them something to talk about. All right. So let's jump over to the NFL, man. So I'm gonna just start with the trade because I know we got to talk about it. We got a lot of Cowboys fans here, and we got really. If y'all didn't know it, y'all are gonna know it now. Gene is a true Packers fan, so he's pretty ecstatic, I'm sure. And if you don't know what trade we're talking about, Gene, would you like to tell him what trade that I was talking about, man?
Dallas did the right thing and sent Micha Parsons on his way because he didn't want to be there. Jerry is not trying to win, man. I'm starting to think of the Cowboys as how with Jenny Buss, how like they literally had the Lakers, but that's all the money they really had. So they really had to sell the Lakers and make just to bring a lot of money in. Because it's too expensive. It's just too like the reason Jenny Buss and them sold the Lakers because it's too expensive of an upkeep. And Jerry is in the same spot right now. All that oil money gone. He all he has is the Cowboys. That's the upkeep. That's the one that's making the money. And when Jerry died, them kids gonna sell that team.
I hope so.
They're gonna sell that team. They telling him whatever he wants to hear right now. Unless he put it in his will. They're selling their team.
And you best believe Jerry's probably going to put it in his will.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's been in his will since 93. What you mean?
He's like,
that's been there.
But that's what he's going now.
It's episode 2.
I say, you know why he couldn't pay Parsons? Because he needed a game to happen. Just like somebody in Las Vegas. They need games to happen before they can actually give out the money they want to give out. The reason he couldn't give that money to Michael right then, because he need games to have. Why do you think all his deals happen week 1? Dak, week 1. Everybody else, they signed it's week 1. Emmitt Smith, it took 2 weeks. It's because he's waiting until he gets revenue in from these games. Then he can go back out and like pay his players.
You really think Jerry got money problems?
No, so I think
he got NFL money problems.
Nah, man. Do you know Jerry owns the company that reconstructs every new stadium in the NFL? That man don't have no money problems, man. That situation was a personal situation.
Yeah.
He didn't like that Micah wouldn't bow down to him and do it the way he wanted to. He's never been told no. It ain't got nothing to do with money, anything like that. That was a personal trade. He traded him because he didn't like how he went publicly and disrespected his name. That was 100% it. It has nothing to do with money. That man is loaded. He could have paid him double times that if he wanted to. It ain't got nothing to do with money because people don't understand. Jerry has so many companies that the NFL hires. He makes so much other money besides actual football and within the NFL. I mean, just that the construction of stadiums alone, you know how many billions of dollars he gets for his company to go build you a whole new stadium? No, that dude ain't got no money.
Yeah, if that
personal.
Netflix documentary didn't do anything else, it definitely demonstrated. I mean, Jerry
How
Jones
he
pretty much
operates.
flipped the game to serve him financially. He said, "Okay, well, y'all ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm a partner with Nike. I'm a partner with PepsiCo or whoever was the beverage sponsors or whatever." Like, yeah, I don't think he got no money problems.
He's worth 16, but 13 of it is the Cowboys.
Eric, little nephew, MH, y'all got anything on this stance, man? I'm gonna need my Cowboys people to stand up right now.
You know how hard it's been to live in Dallas, bro?
Hey, your somber voice.
You know how hard it's been to see.
We need to do. We're gonna have to do a welfare check on you. In about 2 months.
It can't get any worse than this, bro. You still got Micah. That's cool.
Be careful what you say. It can't get no worse.
Yeah. If the Rangers get rid of like Seager or Simeon or the Stars get rid of Rantanen, it's over. I'm just gonna give up.
So you have your teams lined up. Your secondary team.
The Knicks, the Bengals. I haven't picked out a baseball. Oh yeah, maybe the Mets. Maybe not. I can't give 2 to New York, so I'm already lining up.
I love it.
I think it's split game this year. Go Cowboys, go Bengals, but you know, we'll see.
MH.
Yeah, I can't speak to the mood in Dallas, so I'm with you, brother. I'm praying for you, man. But honestly, I didn't think it was that bad of a deal. I think obviously, like, you would want Micha Parsons and you wouldn't want to trade him in conference if you can help it, especially not the Packers. How many crazy losses the Cowboys have had to the Packers in a while? But, 2 first-round picks, it does whatever, Gene kind of mentioned with their money situation. Not so much that he can't afford it, but more about just the salaries of who's up, who's going to get paid, and all that kind of stuff, man. They got a real nice piece in Kenny Clark. And that's the way the Cowboys have been exited out the playoffs in the last few times, is just being out physical, not being able to stop the run and not being able to control the game. And I really do that. Kenny Clark kind of helps that out tremendously. And then whatever you want to do with those picks, see what happens with those picks as it comes. I mean, that's just more inventory and to go with. I don't think it's that bad of a trade. I compare Micha Parsons, and I'm not disrespecting him by saying this. I just think it's like JJ Watt. It's like, yeah, if you have a bunch of pass rushers, a bunch of people that can kind of get off to the quarterback, then the real good ones really stand out. Now, if you have average and you can chip and double team and make the real good ones work, it's not as effective. And whether he's getting 20 sacks or 22 sacks or whatever sacks, that's not leading to wins. That's not leading to wins. So might as well get some first round picks for him and stop.
So you're reading the media, the PR script, right? So you're going with you need to stop the run, like Jerry said a couple of days. That's what you're going with the PR.
I mean, I didn't even know that he said that, but I think that's legitimate. Like, you play against the Eagles twice. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to stop
who knocked the Cowboys out last year? What team knocked them out? A couple of years was it Green Bay that knocked them out? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
you gotta win your
game.
division first, though, right? And so the team that
It
just
makes-
won the Super Bowl was the Eagles, and they're not gonna pass the ball until you make them pass the ball. So if you can't make them pass the ball, then it's gonna be a long game. I think it's fine. I really do.
MH, that was a terrible trade because you don't trade a player of his caliber to a team like Green Bay who has a young stock. They already just knocked you out the playoffs. You trade him to Carolina or something like that. You don't give him to Green Bay, and then he fits the system. He's going to walk right in there and make an impact immediately.
He's going to be
that
fine.
Was a terrible trade.
But
that was all personal and feelings and saying, I'm going to send you to cold Green Bay because I don't like how you talking to me. That was stupid.
I was like, stupid. It's good if the Cowboys knew how to draft first-round picks.
That part.
It's a good trade if they knew how to do that.
Didn't they draft Micha Parsons? And we all talking like, what are you talking
about?
What are we talking about? They did draft Micha Parsons.
What spot in the first round did they get him?
Like, they was so bad. It was like literally like you had to take Micha Parsons had to tell them he wanted to be a Cowboy. If he didn't, Jerry wouldn't have drafted him.
Dude, and then they got Green Bay's first round. Green Bay ain't about to lose a lot of games.
Yeah, they have a late first round pick.
Take those two.
You got your own.
They're drafting Arch Manning next year.
Go get who you want to get.
MH, man, stop it, man. Keep it
real. Why? It's not
if the plan. If the plan is to trade
nobody,
my thing is this. I think
it's not a.
I think a lot of NFL teams are stupid, and because I believe it's like Arch Manning. Like, I'm not giving up all my picks for Arch Manning.
No.
Yeah.
You build NFL franchises from the inside out. You always do it. Inside out. That's how you do it. You don't go inside out. Only the good teams, the Eagles, inside out. The reason they're good, they built inside out. You always build your franchises inside out. And the Cowboys having these picks.
Is that not who Kenny Clark is? Any multi all pro at defensive tackle? Plus two first round picks?
Be out by week 4.
Huh?
I'm a Packer fan. He's probably gonna be out by week 4.
And didn't they just draft? Help me out. Didn't they draft somebody interior too?
Yeah. They had a solid draft. I mean, they picked up the kid with the most sacks in the ACC. I can't remember his name, but
there wasn't nobody screaming Kenny Clark. Most people don't even know who he is. So
I know, man. It doesn't matter. That's because he's getting the job
he's
done.
A premier player.
Let me show you.
He ain't Aaron Donald or nobody like that.
He don't need to be. What he needs to do is keep your linebackers clean, where you have really good athletic linebackers. Yeah, that is it.
Who needs linebackers when you got Micah who could just run through everybody?
Because Micha Parsons is not stopping no run. All he's doing is running his ass up the field.
Stop it, dude.
We don't have to play Madden here, but we can play Madden if you want to. He just running his ass up the field. I like Micha Parsons. I'm not saying he's not elite. What I'm saying is it's not a terrible trade.
What are you saying? You just compared him to a defensive tackle none of us heard of.
What I'm saying, Kenny Clark is an all pro.
Okay, he's all pro. Who cares? Ain't nobody screaming Kenny Clark to the all pro Green Bay. No, dude.
They screaming.
Ain't nobody talking about this guy.
2 first-round picks.
You know who knows him? The only people that know him is the people that play in the game because they got to see him.
Run.
He is not a worldwide name, and I show when the trade is one of the best players in the NFL for him. Late first round.
And I will tell you right now. I will tell you right now. Kenny Clark's weakness is stopping the run. It was a flood going through that gate.
How many sacks he got?
We're not talking about sacks. They got somebody else that can run their.
Well, you just gave up a whole bunch. You just gave up 20 sacks. Somebody got to get him.
Sam Williams can run his ass.
You just gave up 20.
Athlete. What do you want to like? They got people. I think the Cowboys are going to be all right, man. I really do. And they got 2 of those dudes on the outside.
In that division, that's a problem though. I don't think a lot of people would agree with. They became more competitive in their own division.
You know how many times he gonna sack Dak? How many times Parsons gonna have sacks on Dak?
That's fine.
I bet you're gonna regret that trade then.
That's fine. It is what it is. They still got 2 dogs on the outside too that you got to cover.
They got 2 pups. The main dogs.
Yeah,
they all right.
Okay. I'm out.
We literally had to take Clint.
We call it CeeDee Lamb and George.
CeeDee Lamb is a pup.
That's insane there.
all for the
Those
argument about
are thoroughbreds right
I'm gonna
there.
tell you.
Those
I want
are
to make a valid point. And
Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. As soon as Saquon hit 200 running straight at Kenny Clark, you're gonna be mad as hell.
That's fair. Maybe.
And you know who's gonna be at the bottom of the conference? It's gonna be the Giants and the Cowboys because they gave up two of the best players in the NFL for stupid trades.
Let's go ahead and get them picks then. There we go. We got 2 first rounders if it's bad. It's a
Caleb.
way.
So Caleb, I'm taking you a Cowboy fan as well. I've never got now. You Cowboys fan?
No, I'm a Broncos fan, but like George Pickens and CD Lamb are far from pups. Those boys are thoroughbreds. Like Monster, you got to guard you. You might have to guard them also. Like they might not stop anybody, but I want to see people stop. Dak can throw for 400 yards, and he got 2 prime receivers. So I don't,
400 yards and an L.
It's a 2-way game. They may not get stops, but somebody got to stop them also.
450
guys. Brian Schottenheimer is the coach. Ain't no way in hell.
I don't like that piece.
Not too much on shot. All right, he's in there building a good culture. They're having Greek night.
You talking about losing culture?
Kids out. Listen,
Greek night.
not too much on shot. All right.
Did you just say Greek night, nephew?
Oh, that's when you know you're reaching for wins, man. When you gotta have a Greek night because it's Greek night to get the fans out, man. Wow.
And I don't mean like Greek letters. I mean like
You talking about like the Greek culture, like
Greece? Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. Any of that thing, Greek and football
Mediterranean.
that you got to do for the fans ain't jiving. So.
They in there.
Opa, we like some cheese, whatever keep going. Greek night. All right. So welcome, Mr. International, man. So let's jump around to teams, man. So since we talked about, I'm pretty sure, so that trade, some people are happy. I'm glad that my co-host MH is going with the PR notes of y'all had to stop the run. So and it was great that you didn't even know that he said that in those interviews because you're so busy working. I love that. But let's jump around to anybody else want to jump on their team. Jazzy, who's your team?
Well, you know who my team is, but I don't have a whole lot to say about my team because I've never been so
Jags fan?
deep in wonder about how it's gonna shake out. We have
Bill City.
we have a brand new quarterback. And when I say new, I mean new to the Steelers, not new to the league. He's actually quite the opposite when it comes. He's very mature. He's a quarterback of a mature age, and
so I like that you being politically correct. So we share the same team. All right,
I don't know. I'm hopeful, but I don't know.
I'm hating this season. I hate that we picked Rodgers. I hate that we waited to pick Rodgers.
I hate
that we have to deal with this whole situation for a whole year. I think this is going to be a later Tomlin topic, but I hate what that's going to do with Tomlin and the whole Steelers, and I'm going to have to suffer through that. But I just want to put that out there. Let's move on to another team.
Let's not go too far, man. Let's not go too far. Any predictions on opening week, man? Is Phil's going to light y'all up?
Is who gonna let us up?
Phil, y'all see the quarterback that y'all should have kept first week.
I do think we'll win that game. I do. I don't think Justin Fields with a new coach. Granted, I think Aaron, and I hope he does a great job. I think Aaron Glenn do a great job, but I don't think that Justin Fields is going to light us up. I think our chances are good against the Jets.
I think he's going to play a solid game. He's going to have a solid game. I don't think it's going to do anything. He's just going to be like basic Justin, you know what I mean? Early or.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, since you're very talkative, sir, how you feel about those Raiders?
I hate to sound cliche like the Cowboys, but this is our year, baby. We back. This is it.
So
we got a quarterback, we got a running back, we got a coach, we got everything you need to win.
Are y'all doing Greek night? Are y'all doing Greek night?
No, we skipped Greek night. We're straight to playoff party planning, man. We make it happen this year. This is. I'm always optimistic as a Raider fan, and we're gonna come out and show up. But I feel like this year we put all the pieces together at the right time. We got the right coach. We got a quarterback that he's familiar with. We got a running back that if he can do what he did have a lot of yards and rushes in college, so we're hoping that we can get 3 or 4 good years out of him. But if it all pans out like it's supposed to be, I think I kind of hated on MH with the Brower pick back when it happened. So MH, you might get a hat tip to me, man, if it works out this year. That's all I'm gonna say, brother. Because when it happened, I couldn't see the vision. I couldn't see it, but now I'm seeing it all come together. And we got a returning vet coming back to help us out at the wideout position late in the game. I think we're sitting where we need to be.
I like that Thornton pick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's been some good moves. And we cut Wilkerson, man. I was all for that too, man. Hey, we got to go youth, man. We got some dogs that was young, man. That was gonna have to sit behind him. So let's get the youth up there, man. Let's keep building this young team. We got an opportunity to go for the quarterback of the future in a year or two with a safety valve in front right now. So it's all headed north for the Raiders right now, baby. Let's go,
Jacoby.
If I could backtrack real quick though, y'all, let me just backtrack this another concern. EJ Cam Hayward. I really almost forgot that's still up in the air. Now, do I somewhat, understand why they don't want to just jump at paying him? I get it. I do. Now I don't know what he's asking for.
Jazzy, I don't want to cut you off, sweetheart, because I'm a gentleman, but I'm gonna say when that dude is did everything he did for your franchise,
I agree.
You pay him, and you don't even think twice about it.
I agree. That's why I said I don't know what he's asking for.
You create doubt in the locker room when you won't pay that guy, and then you'll pay a DK Metcalf and 5 other guys that nobody knows in the city yet.
Jalen Warren.
You gotta pay him. You gotta pay.
I agree.
That's the silliest. That's actually worse than worse than Cowboys situation with them not paying him. Well, at least there was some doubt about what he could do. As he's.
I don't know if I say it's worse than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far either.
Wait. Hey, what was the guy that left last year from the Cowboys and said that if we can get the dude to stop being on podcasts and worry about football, we can win some games. So it's been some locker room issues that you ain't ever had with Haywood. He's a model citizen for the Steelers. And I mean, he is part of the 500 club, but he's been a factor out there for a long time. So I think
I agree.
You're not gonna pay him.
I agree.
Talking about in the high 20s, 30 million.
Right now, that's what I'm saying.
It's market value, though. It's market value. You can't go to BMW and tell him
but ain't nobody gonna pay him that international. You a businessman. You ain't silly. That man's a man. He's not. He's playing high level football, but he's in his late 30s. Nobody's gonna pick that man up and pay him the 30 plus million a year.
Watch what happened if they don't sign him. It's gonna be somebody.
You know what's gonna happen?
I think they'll get it done.
Somebody gonna pay him. Somebody gonna pay him.
Right at home.
He's not sitting at home. That's
he gonna take less.
Nope. No. Somebody gonna pay him. There's too many cats getting paid for him not to get paid.
Yeah, but they're not his age.
I feel you. So hey,
what is he like? 34, 35?
He's 36.
Yeah, come on,
dude. Just came off of his best season.
Yeah, but he'll make his most money staying with Pittsburgh. I don't think anybody's going to overpay.
The market's not going to pay him none more than what Pittsburgh is, and they gave him a little bit more just because of that whole speech you just gave about.
Hey, remember when Gene made the Colorado Buffs predicts 2 years ago? I want to have a receipt party after somebody paid us.
I will put
the notes down.
And I want to say one thing international. You gave that great speech about the Raiders and how successful they're going to be. But I think one thing that you did forget. Did you forget who was in that conference?
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. You got to play the Giants to beat the Giants.
Clean that up, brother. Because I am a Chiefs fan. And I do have receipts. EJ, we grew up together. EJ, what starter coat was I wearing in 6th, 7th grade?
You had your Kansas City.
Okay, absolutely. So this ain't a bandwagon thing, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Hey, great speech. Everybody's motivated in Raider Nation. But let's just keep it 100, man. Bo Jackson ain't there. It's a lot of great players y'all had that ain't there no more. It's all about the Chiefs right now. They went in there, they failed against Philadelphia, but we kept our core and watch what happens. Showtime.
I don't even have y'all winning it. I don't have y'all winning that division.
Thank you.
I think it's the Broncos. I think it's the Broncos. I think the Broncos going to win that division.
When the last time the Broncos or the Raiders been to the Super Bowl?
Broncos can shut down every team in that division.
Yeah, they can, but they don't, and we go to the Super Bowl.
How ironic. You go out the fastest man.
You guys up here talking silly ball right now.
Hey, this is going to be
facts, man.
Hey, this is going to be a great postseason.
We need your receivers to stop hitting winning, okay?
They didn't.
They got it. They got it.
Y'all done curb stomped Mr. International's dream. He was feeling good.
Hey, I'm strong. Chest out. Say it with your chest. This is the year. I think
All right.
the
He
Chiefs.
can wake up if he keep thinking them Raiders gonna do what he talking
All
about.
I'm gonna
Right
say is the Chiefs had an opportunity at the last game of the season to be one of the only teams to ever do it, and they choked. It's the start of a new
hey,
Chiefs
Mr.
dynasty.
International, when the last time you had an opportunity to win, baby? It's been a while, Jack.
Hey,
Let's cut it out, man.
hey,
So what's your prediction, Bobby? Y'all taking it all the way? If people didn't pick up, Bobby Stills is a Chiefs fan. Know that you used to be Christian Okoye was his idol.
Christian Okoye was my first.
just think of when he
night
got
game
hit
nightmare.
coming
You
through that
can't know
hole,
that.
Bobby. That's what it's gonna feel like this year. Right on
Yeah,
that
whatever,
last carry
man.
for Christian Okoye, where he got flattened by Atwater. You
Yeah,
just run that
okay.
back in your
Well,
head and
hey,
think that's
at
how the
least he
season
got
gonna be.
flattened. When the Raiders last time they got flattened, they ain't never there. We ain't got to worry about them getting flattened. They get
I'm
flattened.
gonna love the recap of this one.
Come on,
Love
man.
it.
Get to a playoffs first.
This
When the
is
last time y'all been to the playoffs?
playoffs.
Yeah. You might want to get to the playoffs, but you keep talking about the Chiefs.
Love it. So
Broncos will win that
there you go.
division.
There you go. You right on time, Caleb. So I mean, y'all have a great pairing, right? Like a proven coach. It seems like you got your quarterback. We were talking about DBs. Y'all got some people in that backfield.
And we just drafted the DB we drafted as a dog also. Like the Broncos, every time they have a quarterback, they win the Super Bowl. So like that's they have their quarterback. They'll be close. Them Chiefs, I promise you, I think the Broncos will win that division. I really think the Broncos will win that division. And that's not even like bias. They're really good this year.
He said that's facts. So you want me to go ahead and put that stamp, put a stamp on that?
Yeah. They gonna win that division. And Bo
I'll
Nix is
co-sign
the
that.
Bo Nix is the
well,
real
first
deal.
of all, it ain't
Bo
facts
Nix
until you
is
get
the
there.
real deal.
Hey, on a side
Facts
note,
until you get there. Facts is when you
I
do it. The Chiefs been doing it. You might want to get there to call it facts.
We were in the playoffs. We were in the playoffs last year. That was Bo Nix rookie year. Give him some time. Sean Payton's first year.
How long was y'all there in the playoffs? Y'all
we lost in the first round. It's all right. We had a
I
rookie
just want to say two things about the Broncos, man. Two things. One, big shout out to Tim Tebow the last time y'all made it.
Oh my God.
And then secondly, I want to send a big shout out to my boy Jay Kane, the D-line coach for the best D-line in the NFL right now in Denver. So, while I'm rooting for the Raiders, I'm always going to be rooting for my guy. And so he got the best D-line in the NFL right now out there in Denver. So let's make it happen.
And they got the best secondary also. Let's go ahead.
I wouldn't go that far. You got some good guys.
Patrick Surtain.
Who got the best defensive tackle in the league?
Hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. All right.
Pittsburgh, Kenny Clark. Hell.
Yeah, you're right. Kenny Clark. My bad.
Y'all know Chris Jones on his last legs. Come on now.
Hey, I just want to say what's up to everybody. I got to check out. About to go hop on the boat. It's a holiday weekend, man. I got some work to do this evening, but right now I'm going to go play. Hey, it's been real. Like I said, go Raiders. Keep the receipts for this one, E. So when me and Bobby sit down, man, we got to rehash this conversation out. When Denver's in second place and the Raiders is in first and the Chiefs is trying to figure out whether or not Andy Reid should be on another burger commercial. Y'all at your boy, man.
Man, you're going out with flames. All right. So you taking any bets really quick, man? I mean, you got Bobby here. You taking any bets? We got Caleb with the Denver, man, or you just wait and see because you got receipts.
I'm taking all bets. So y'all just let me know what the fee is, man. I'm taking it's the Raiders year. This that year.
I hope so.
So it's gonna go down to you what you want to lose. Ain't no sense of me throwing a number. It's what you want to lose.
Oh boy,
lose. I ain't never bet to lose.
Well,
what's the bet?
The Raiders might start the season off with a loss on Sunday. So that
who is
the Raiders? They might start the season off with a loss. They play the Patriots.
Yeah, y'all need to figure out who's gonna come in second between y'all two while we up top, and then we'll talk about us later.
Wow.
There it is,
Bobby. End of a run, baby. End of a run.
So while we're talking about ends of runs, let's talk about hot seats. Any coaches you guys worried about? And international hop off when you need to. So that was quick. Anybody see some coaches that are on the hot seat that they're worried about? Or, one and done like Schottenheimer, man. What's he going to do? Is he going to get a long leash down there with them boys? Anybody worried about? I know I'm worried about the Steelers. I know, I just don't see this going really well. And there's just so much, it's winning seasons with the Steelers, but it's like mediocrity, right? So there's only going to be so much of that shit. So I don't know.
I wish all bad things to Aaron Rodgers.
So inherently bad things for
everything. To me,
Well, it just goes downhill from everything, right?
To me, he had all the talent in the world, and he just was the worst leader in the world.
One and done. I'm trying to see if somebody was going to be one and done. I don't know.
Who's your nephew? Schottenheimer.
Because so much of this is all of these things that have transpired are just so not. He has so little to do with.
Listen, if
I don't know.
If the Steelers have a bad season, Mike Epps getting fired. This is it.
I feel like even if they don't have a bad season, I just feel like there is going to be a parting of ways. Just because, I mean, he's been there so long. I think, to me, it just looks like these are the makings of what we'll call an amicable, we mutually agree to part ways type of situation.
Got a lot of new coaches too, so we'll see kind of how that goes. Definitely some talks of what Caleb Williams is going to look like in this next iteration with the Bears. So it's going to be interesting, man. So super excited about how this season's going to go.
You gotta say, old boy in Cincinnati's got to be in the hottest seat. You just paid that. You kept all the receivers. You gave him all the weapons. They didn't have them weapons on offense for so long.
Paid the defensive end.
Yeah, if he can't win,
but
he's got to be in the hottest seat with what they've been paying out to keep this core for Joe Burrow. Like, I don't see anybody else in the hottest seat than do
that. Also, like a management thing, or his management is just going to use him as a scapegoat. You think?
It's always that way.
No,
because they don't have a GM, right? Is that right?
I don't think he's that good of a coach anyway. I don't think he's that good of a coach anyway.
And I mean, you got to look at Dabo too, though, right? Like, how much longer does he have in New York, right? So I think there's a couple of them that you look at.
Kevin O'Connell too probably is on. If McCarthy doesn't pan out, he's probably gonna get fired. So.
I think Dabo was in a bad situation from jump.
Yeah, he was in a no-win. He did the best.
Absolutely.
They forced him to keep Daniel Jones for that time period. Then he had to go find a new quarterback. Now he's still looking for a quarterback. Yeah. A guy who's known for having quarterbacks to make his scheme run. He hasn't had one.
Yeah. Who's Jacksonville's head coach? I'm drawing a blank. Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, it's a new coach.
It's a new coach. Okay, good. Okay.
And then you got to think your boy. They was calling him the boy genius down in Miami, right? He's got to be.
Oh yeah,
something, right?
Yeah.
Like if shit doesn't go.
Coach Daniels, yeah.
Coach Daniels.
But his is a little rocky though, because it's obvious the Tua deal and the concussion. I mean, I think that's a GM deal because they ain't got a good backup. I don't know why in the offseason they don't go get a veteran or somebody to back him up.
They got Quinn.
That's GM. That ain't really him. He can only deal with what he deals with.
They got Quinn.
Is that Wilson still on the team?
Quarterback.
Zach Wilson on the team?
But Fitzpatrick, he was the best one they had of late.
But you know what they'll tell you, right? Like you got to win with what you got, or at least show some kind of forward progression, right? Like, okay, you're doing this with what you got. You know what I mean? We can see if we added some more, some more vegetables and some more ingredients to the stew, what you can chef up. So, but I think that's definitely the hot seat. So it's going to be interesting to see. Lions, of course, are going to be a big watch for everybody, right? Like after losing all of his assistants and like, what kind of culture, if they're going to have Greek night, as part of their kind of situation, because there's a heavy Greek fan base in Detroit and Greek, influence down there. So he built grit, so maybe he can bring Greek night. But no, he'll be interesting to watch as well. Anything else about football before we hold our peace, man? Anything anybody else is excited or looking forward to seeing this season? Definitely just happy that football's back. But is Lamar gonna make any kind of moves this year, man? Like he's definitely.
It's his playoff, man. It's like he's great. He's the great regular season guy. But when they condense everything down and it just becomes pretty much like how it's like small ball in the NBA, like the NFL's version of small ball, when everybody's defenses start locking in,
yeah,
start running schemes. Because week to week is hard. We get the
People
playoffs
think
this every other week. You focus. So I think Lamar just got to do it.
Mhm.
Like literally, you can pinpoint to him like he's the reason they lost.
Right. Well, Andrew dropped that ball last year, but I mean, other than that, other than that, maybe we put it all on Lamar last year. But no, facts, super facts. No, man, gonna be an exciting season, and I guess I'll leave it off with this. Does Shedeur play or start this NFL season?
I don't think he's starting. He definitely ain't
He'll start.
starting.
Not so. It's a long season. We got a lot of
I think
weeks.
there's a chance.
He's still better than Dillon Gabriel. I don't care. Nobody can convince me.
I think he might play. He
Dillon Gabriel was 5'5". You cannot convince me.
a lot will have to go wrong for him to play. I think.
Arizona's still starting Kyler.
Kyler shouldn't be playing either. Go play baseball. Just wasting people's time. What? Then wasted Arizona's time. Arizona's drafting the quarterback next year.
Shedeur being there by week 8. You got a 40-year-old quarterback, Flacco, who if people that's been watching his history, after about 2-3 weeks, he find out that where is he at? You got the Dillon Gabriel dude. He's too risky. He's gonna throw that ball. He's gonna go in the game and throw like 4 picks where they just gonna pull him out, and Shedeur's gonna get his shot. So he's gonna get his shot at least by week 8, and then it depends on what he do with it. But I definitely believe
they didn't keep him for nothing. Somebody because they could have easily all right, we cutting him. Are we gonna move him on? We're gonna trade him. We could have did him like they did Kenny Pickett. No, they kept Shedeur for something.
Well, there's still opportunity to trade. Like people get hurt in this violent game we call NFL football. So
I think the first person off the board is Kirk Cousins.
Damn.
To get traded. No, to get traded. If a team needs a quarterback, it's going to be Kirk Cousins that get traded.
That makes sense.
He's the backup. He's the backup. So,
he's the backup.
Yeah, he'd be the first person to get traded.
Yeah, but he's coming off a Achilles thing. He didn't look that good in Atlanta off the Achilles. And he's 37, 38?
Yeah. Well, last year was the Achilles.
Run for him, depending on what and then his contract is heavy. So I don't think people are going to run forward to pick up that contract. He's still got a lot of money, Atlanta on. I think what he signed like a 3-year, $100-some million. And he's year 2. Nah, man, ain't nobody running for that.
I think it was 160.
Yeah, you can do it. They can do a buyout. They can buy him out.
He lets him. He might say no. I'm gonna sit.
Because Atlanta has a lot of room under their cap, so they can get out of it.
So you can get out of it
and just eat it.
A lot of money.
Like I would have did it this year, made it part of your dead cap, and like just take it this year and cut them. But I don't know why they didn't cut him. That was crazy. You had the cap room to cut him and keep that dead money with your team.
But you need a backup too.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
yeah.
Cleveland has 100 of them, so you can go trade with Cleveland.
And they had like 8 quarterbacks on the roster. All right, so wrapping it up out here. Anything else for anybody? Great football show. We covered a lot of it. Anything else? Hearts and minds clear.
Cowboys beat the Eagles week 1.
Who wins Super Bowl? Who's your Super Bowl pick?
Chiefs. Come on, dude.
Not the Chiefs.
Easy. That's easy.
I see a sleeper. I do see a sleeper this year. I don't know.
Where is the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl in San Francisco or Santa Clara.
I would be interested. I don't know. It seems like the feel is that the Commanders are going to regress. I would like to see them.
You don't think they're going to regress, Bob? You think they're going to get better?
Nah, the Commander. I mean, I don't think he's going to look as good this year as he did last year. First of all, now you got these coordinators with a whole year, the scheme, the Commanders. I just don't think. I think he's going to be all right, but I don't.
You don't think he's going to be better than last year?
It'll be hard. That's hard to do, and I don't. They off season didn't look too great that they added or did any change for me to say they're going to be different or stay the same. I think other teams got better. So I think they're going to be all right, but I just don't watch his football long. I just don't see it. I don't see him coming in year 2 upping what he did in year 1 because he did a lot year 1. That was he did a lot. That's hard.
He did.
You said it. MH, you said they hating on Debo? Does it sign in the Debo, man?
Yeah. Got the wide back there. Wide back.
Debo got to stay healthy.
He does.
I saw him in that preseason, a couple of preseason games, and I mean, he looked good. He's shaking up their
He'll be all right.
offense. So I mean, they're utilizing Debo and the way the Niners utilize Debo, which is a lot on the run, and I mean, he still looked quick. So
Then they got rid of Robinson.
But they have these two young running backs that they seem to be real high on.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be.
I think the Ravens finally get there. I think they finally just get there.
There we go.
You think they're gonna?
I think they're gonna finally break that glass ceiling, because think about what they added on defense, what they've added to the team. Like, to me, it's gonna be defensively. Lamar can have a bad game, but the defense is gonna carry him to the Super Bowl. So
just for the sake of Lamar Jackson, I
want it for him.
Just if he can get a chance to do that, man, it would be amazing.
I need him to get there, because
just for
now the roster is there. So you can't say the roster not there no more.
And he becomes a different type of conversation. If he wins the Super Bowl, he's in a whole different type of conversation.
I don't want him to get to the Super Bowl. I just want him to get there.
No, he makes it. It's a whole different conversation. I definitely love to see that as well.
I finally think this is the year they get there.
I'm interested in these year two quarterbacks. Like, Caleb Williams was getting a whole lot of hype. He has Ben Johnson. Bo Nix. I want to see if Caleb Williams takes a jump, and then
it's crazy. It's like
the Patriots, Drake May. That's his name.
Yeah, Drake May.
Like all those year two quarterbacks, I'm pretty interested in it. And shout out to Anthony.
Bo Nix being the best year too.
And they talking about Caleb. They talking about Ben Johnson don't like Caleb, so I don't know how long that's going to last.
They say you don't like him?
Why? They don't like that he wears nail polish, or what?
No, it's just him. Because like during the preseasons they were having problems. Like, he would just take him out. He was like, nah, like it's just not there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he different from Jared Goff, where you always know where Jared Goff going to be, and he's probably going to play on time. Like Caleb Williams, he don't play like that. So
I think the sleeper is going to be Cam Ward in Tennessee. I think he's going to do a lot more than people giving him credit that he's going to do with Ridley out there. I think they're going to shock a lot of people.
I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying the Titans. I would like to see it. I don't want to down Cam Ward because I like him also, but like I would like to I don't know. But it's an interesting conference though. So.
And it's great for him, right? Like, that's the biggest thing, right? We talked about Manning and we talked about some other people. He's walking around with no stress. Nobody's talking. Number 1 overall pick. Ain't nobody talking about him. No, so he just go out there and he just do what he need to do. Like, all right, bet. I'll show y'all.
Watch him jump on the bandwagon. If he goes out there and fire it up in the first few weeks, watch all of a sudden he's relevant.
We knew it. We knew it. We saw it. The composure. Yeah, all of that bullshit will start jumping out quick.
Y'all on Wheatie boxes.
All right, MH, man. Final thoughts, man. You want to take us out?
No, I'm interested. Appreciate y'all. Holiday day, Labor Day. So hope you guys take care of yourselves, enjoy your time and family. But appreciate y'all spending some time. Shout out to Travis Hunter too. I want to see how it looks.
Oh yeah, that's a big one because I definitely want to see how they maximize him, what side of the ball he plays on more, all that good stuff. That's definitely good. All right. Well,
tune in to Belichick tonight, man. See what he do. Carolina.
Belichick.
We got Michael Jordan in the building tonight. Michael Jordan don't come out for nothing, so I'm hoping Belichick got something.
All right, we'll definitely check that out. That's something to watch. And if you haven't seen that Cowboys special, that's something to watch as well. But other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. And until the next time.
I just want to real quick shout out my son and my Pop Warner team. Start off to a W. We one game closer to Florida, so just want to shout you boys out. Had a good W yesterday, so yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep following. We want to report. We want to see y'all take it all the way to the chip.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do that.
There it is, man. I appreciate that. That's what it's about here. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all holiday, and thank y'all. Till the next time.
All right, thank you, y'all.
All us blacks got it, sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming rooting for everybody that's black. Look, sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade.